Hi, this is Luke Womack, Executive Director of the Go Fund, coming to you with our very last weekly video update. Now, even though this is the last weekly update, that doesn't mean we're going to stop. Next week, you're going to receive something that I think is even better. We're going to be launching our brand new 1040 podcast, and on Monday, April 27th at 10:40 a.m., you're going to get an email with the first episode. Our first guest is going to be David Platt. We're so excited. David Platt is the author of a great book called Radical and a popular mission speaker. So the purpose of this podcast is to explore the stories of ordinary people who are making an extraordinary impact for God. One of my passions is to remind people that it's not just the missionaries who get to have all the fun, but everyone has a role to play in God's global cause. And we're going to be talking to some people who are doing just that with their lives. So tune in, 10:40 a.m. on Monday, April 27th. You'll get an email with a link. We hope you join us. Now I'd like to close with one more missionary story. 2 years ago, the Go Fund approved a missionary named Noelle, a single gal who went to Central Asia to begin sharing the gospel with people. Now, Noelle made a commitment recently to pray for 5 weeks, 5 minutes per day for some of the people that she had met. Now, she was praying one day for a gal named Mel. And that same day, Mel texted her, and here's what she said. Hi, Noelle. When you feel confused and hopeless and unhappy, is there a special verse that you read? You see, Mel knew that Noelle was a spiritual person, and so she wanted to learn from her. So Noelle, having no idea what her friend was going through, she just texted her a few Psalms and said, I'm going to be praying these Psalms over you in the next couple of days. So she followed up with her in a few days, and they ended up having a 3-hour conversation about prayer, about who God is, how he listens to people when they pray. And Mel was so fascinated with the conversation that she said, could I join you to pray every single day next week? So Mel asked Noelle, our missionary partner, if she could do this, which is incredible. Of course she said yes. And that's when coronavirus hit. So we have a special opportunity today. Noelle has asked us to specifically invite you in this season in real time to pray for her friend Mel. A gospel seed has been sown and the enemy desperately wants to snatch it up. Would you pray, just take 5 minutes even right now, to pray for Mel, that she would trust Jesus as her Lord and her Savior for the very first time through the efforts of our missionary partner, Noelle. If you're able to do that, shoot us a quick email and let us know, and we'll be able to pass on the good news to Noelle to let her know that we're supporting her not just by paying her student debt, but also by praying for her as a community. 2 years ago, when Noelle interviewed with the Go Fund Selection Committee, she said these words, "My student debt is the last barrier that stands between me and Central Asia. Thank you for helping us pay the student debt of missionaries like Noelle, so that lost people like Mel can hear the gospel for the first time in their language. We couldn't do this without you, and we consider it a great privilege that we get to link arms between you and missionaries all around the world." God bless you. We'll see you next week with the first episode of the 1040 podcast.